So there's question. It's a popular question. It's a trending question. What is surrender? And why surrender is so easy or difficult? One person was sitting in a tree and he is carrying luggage on his head. Somebody comes and asks him, why are you carrying luggage on the head? I want to make sure the luggage comes to the station where I am getting down. He says, my dear sir, train is going. Keep the luggage down and sit, relax and enjoy life. Why are you burdening yourself carrying the luggage? Are we not like that? We are thinking that burden we are carrying all the time. Entire world is moving. Everything in the world is happening with a perfect order. Not a single day, sun has stopped rising at that point. Sunrise has not stopped. Sunset has not stopped. The stars, planets, galaxies, everything is moving in the perfect order. Such big entities. That's happening at the atomic level. Atoms, electrons, molecules. That's happening in your body, mind, and intellect. Your heart is beating, your breath is functioning, your breathing is going on, your eyesight is functioning, ears are functioning. Is it not functioning in the order? Is there no order in the universe? And what kind of order is that? Magnificent order, perfect order is there in the universe. And nothing misses. Not a single error happens in this whole functioning of the order. So when you say this order somewhere, then you understand that order is meant to be intelligence. Without intelligence, no order. There's an infinite intelligence functioning in the universe, not small ordinary intelligence. That infinite intelligence you can't want to call as God, or you can't call it Shakti, whatever is it. Infinite intelligence, which is functioning in the universe, or which is making universe function. So in that universe, we are a tiny little thing. Everything in the universe is ordered in a specific way. In that infiniteness, our intelligence is not even one small part. A tiny little thing called me is thinking that I know what is right, what is wrong, what I want, what I don't want in life. That's your burden you are carrying. Thinking that you are doing something. Thinking that whatever you want should happen. You have expectations. A finite, tiny, little nothing is expecting from the infinite to do something. It's like there's an ant and elephant story. Okay? The ant says to the elephant, bow down to me. The ant, you know who am I? I am the king of ants. You have to give respect to me. Bow down to the elephant. That's exactly what you people are doing. You are tiny little nothing. And you are saying, oh, this has to happen to me. God has to do this for me. This is what experience I have to get in life. Expectation. And what happens, what doesn't happen to you is because the infinite intelligence, Ishvara, the universe. Buddha called it as dharma. It's exactly like ant dictating elephant what to do. That's exactly what you're doing. Then you'll cry also. Elephant didn't bow down to me. To me. Elephant says, ant, go, ant says, go, elephant, go and get some sugar for me. Okay? Ant has not brought the sugar. Elephant gets, the elephant has not brought the sugar. Ant gets depressed. Elephant is not listening to me. What you are doing, is it not similar to that? You are trying to dictate to the universe something has happened to you. Without understanding that universe has infinite intelligence. You are just a tiny little ant dictating to an elephant called the universe. This has to happen. This should not happen. Then you'll get depressed. This didn't happen to me. Then you'll have also expectation. This is the type of experience I have to have. What kind of life you are living? Then that infinite intelligence, God is there throughout the universe, making everything function in the perfect order. Does that infinite intelligence not understand what is needed for you? What is required for you? You want something in life, but that's not what you need in life. What you need is for evolution. The infinite intelligence will supply what you need for evolution. But you have a such expectation of want. I want something. Universe doesn't cater to your wants. Infinite intelligence caters to your needs. What is required for your evolution, that's your need. You don't understand your need. You will expect something to happen. The child cries. Child says, cries and says, starts crying. Mother knows what the child needs. Mother gives what child needs, not what is child crying for. The universal mother, universal intelligence knows exactly what you need, and what you need will appear in your life at a given point of time. It may be pleasant or unpleasant. Sometimes unpleasant thing has to come to you. The unpleasant thing is a wake-up call. Get up. The pleasant thing is a gift, reward. But both pleasant and unpleasant thing is not a punishment. A learning, a teaching is coming to you in the form of pleasant and unpleasant. In reality, what is happening in the universe is neutral. There's no pleasant and unpleasant. The pleasant and unpleasant is our interpretation. I will interpret. The sunrise is there, sunset is there. By itself is is neutral. The cloud is there, rain is there. By itself is neutral. Then, but we say a bad day. It's a bad day today. There's no day is not bad. I interpret as a bad. Events in life are neutral by themselves. They are neither good or not bad. But how I see, pleasant, unpleasant. I like it, I don't like it. I try to superimpose my views on events happening in the universe. This I like and I don't like is called raga and dvesha. Raga means attraction, dvesha means repulsion. Deep inside, I have a feeling that something will give me happiness. That will call as raga. I get it, right? Deep inside, something happens, something I have hit. I don't like it. It will hurt me. I have dvesha. Raga and dvesha is what we superimpose on the neutral events in the world. Everything in the world is neutral event. Sunrise is neutral, sunset is neutral. Rain is neutral. So we'll say bad day, good day. So that's about the prakriti, nature. There's a tufan one day. So it's a bad day to go out. There's nothing good or bad. It's nature. So now, on the nature, we try to superimpose. In reality, there's nothing good or bad about it. You have to accept it. Can you reject anything in nature? What happens in nature? Is it possible for you? Sunrise, sunset, cloud, rain, nothing. Just accept it. All right? That's one situation. Learn to accept. But if you don't accept, you reject, it's a bad day. Day will not become bad. Your mind will become bad. Your mind will be upset. So, outer environment has spoiled your inner environment. The cloud in the outer sky has entered into your head. Now your mind has become cloudy because you call it a bad day. The day itself is not bad or good, but you are superimposing your raga and dvesha on the external event. Should we, what's happening in nature, should we accept it just like that? Not commenting, not judging. This is a day, raining. Is it not? No, we'll come to that, right? That will take. So, nature, first, nature is simple to understand. Nature, everything is happening, is you have to just accept it, no? Is there a way for you to reject it? Nature, you cannot do anything. That's called surrender. Accepting without mental judgment. It's called surrender. It's easier with this, easy with this nature, you understand? It's nice with this nature. It's easy to understand what surrender. What happens in nature, I can't control. I accept it. Right? Accept it doesn't mean not taking action. Accept, oh, it's a rainy day. Okay, I should take umbrella. Or I should take raincoat. I should go out. Or it's a rainy day, I should stay at home. You can take action. Acceptance means surrender. Surrender means right action. Whatever action you can do. Is it clear? Inaction is not surrender. Right action is surrender. Acceptance means, please understand, external events causes raga and dvesha in my mind. Attraction and repulsion. Mind will get disturbed. Not reacting to the mind, just accepting what it is called surrender. That means surrender means not reacting internally. So the moment you react internally, there's a chain thought will start. An emotional disturbance will start. So you will get disturbed. Just be a witness. The mind will calm down. Take right action. It's called surrender. Is the definition of surrender clear in terms of environment? Any doubts are there? So now, that's about the environment, nature. But it gets a bit complicated when it comes to a personal relationship with human beings. Okay. We'll take two situations. I am doing some business activity. So I'm trying to do something and I expect some result to come. Some business profit to come. Instead of right, I get a loss. Right? Now, what will happen to me if I get a loss when I do business? I get upset. There'll be agitation in the mind, disturbance in the mind. Okay. Then disturbance in the mind can lead to depression in the mind, or suicide, or hurting others. So, an external event called business loss has affected me internally. Isn't it? So it's like coronavirus here. In all the city, there's a virus there. If I don't wear the mask and go, I'll also get corona. External situation I am allowing it to affect me internally. Isn't it? Should the external situation affect you internally? Yes or no? External situation should not affect you internally. If you're calm inside, maybe you'll do some new business. Maybe you'll shut down this business. Maybe you'll start something else. Maybe you'll find some other way of improving situation. But if you collapse internally, then you're gone. So then, what is the right thing to do for you? Accept the loss. Yes, there's a loss. Accepting the loss doesn't mean inaction. Accepting the loss means mind is calm. So what is the correction I require? What is the next step I have to take? I have to take. Instead of reaction, action will happen if you accept. Why should you accept? You have to accept because any external situation you don't have a control. You have control over your actions, but not on the result. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. You can try to do your best in your business. But what control you have in the market condition? Some rupee dollar value go up, the Russian-Ukraine war can happen. Do you have control over that? So now, you don't have control of the external issue, just like sunrise and sunset, nature. You don't have control of the business environment. But you have control over action, what you can do. So business environment has gone bad. Your results are not results. Your losses have happened. Then what should be your attitude to that? No, attitude for loss. So you have to accept it calmly. Yes, loss has happened. What correction I can do? Correct? Is there any other choice? If you get upset, if you get depressed, your health will be spoiled. Your family will be disturbed. So then you say, accept it. That acceptance is called surrender. Now, surrender again here doesn't mean that inaction is not inaction. Are you clear? What is the right action to be done? Is it clear in terms of business environment? It is clear. Is it clear in terms of examination? A child is studying for examination, is doing well. But for some bad luck, paper was tough. And he got a bad mark. Then what should we child do? He doesn't have a control of the paper, no. He doesn't have control of the correction. He has done his best. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. I don't have control of the fruits of action. But while doing work, while doing studying, child has to say, I will get 95%. But he didn't get. He got 80% because the paper was tough or examiner was done some mess. Results are bad. Then what should child do? If it is your child, what will you say to the child? Don't worry. Okay. I know you are a good child. You're successful. Do well. Next. If you get angry with the child will get depressed. Maybe child will attempt suicide also. Is that what you want in life? Is that how you want to react to a situation of examination? Then is it not surrender? Surrender is the only thing possible. Surrender is acceptance of life as it comes. There's no other choice. You feel as if there is some choice. Is there a choice? Is there any other way? You shout at the child will go and jump. That's what happened. The child gets recently in one of the top institutes, the person who is studying for final examination didn't get a campus interview. The parents were upset. The person after studying in the top institute went and committed suicide. Is that what you want in life? Not acceptance. Acceptance is the only sensible thing to do. That's called surrender. Once you surrender, once you accept, then take action. Surrender means you are understanding that I don't have control over the totality of situation. The totality of that is called God or universe for me. Is this meaning of surrender in this situation clear? Now take the case of recently, of latest, very recently. I met one young lady. Young lady lost two grandparents in the corona time. Within a few months, husband got a corona, wife got a grandparents. The young lady is so upset about their death. She's so afraid that death may come in their family or death may come in themselves also, for themselves. So now, death has happened. Okay. So that lady Because she was upset and afraid of the death of grandparent, continuously worried, got into depression. And her married life is completely upside down because she's in depression. Husband doesn't know what to do. Is this situation common? Have you heard of this? This is a situation practical. Somebody dying, the person going into depression, will affect others also. Now, is death something unnatural? Please understand, in life, there is no guarantee for anything. There is only one guarantee: death. In life, there is no guarantee and warranty for anything. There's no guarantee that your heart will beat next moment. There's no guarantee that breath will happen. There's no guarantee that earthquake will not happen. But there is guarantee that one who is born will die. So if there is so much of certainty, should we be upset? Then people have a concept of death itself. I explained to that lady what is the meaning of death. We are human beings. Human and being. We are the beings using the human body. Human body is just a vehicle. So the being has left the human body and gone to another body. It's just like changing the car. Now, who dies? Nobody dies. Body cannot die. Body is a vehicle. The being cannot die. Being has moved to another part, another body. Then who is the death? There's nobody for dying. Then the being has gone to another body in search of new body because this body has become old. The person, grandfather, parents are 95 plus, 90 plus. So do you want the grandparent to suffer, the being in the grandparent to suffer in this body, which is old vehicle, dying vehicle, or find a new body? So who dies? Nobody dies. The being moves on. The body is not, but there's nothing called death for the body. It's a vehicle. Listening to my talk, the lady got peaceful. So we have a concept. The concept creates agitation for her. Okay, somebody, I mean, there's no doubt, somebody whom we are dependent, relative, for financial support or whatever is that, right? I mean, let's say, I'm saying a young, we know situation where a breadwinner of the family dies. It will have an effect on the child and the remaining parent. No doubt about that. Correct? So now, let us take a situation. I know a situation where father died at a young age. The mother has to support the child. So now, how should the mother respond and child respond? Death has happened. The being of the husband has moved to another body. The body is dead. So now these people cry. These people feel bad or depressed because there's no breadwinner. Earning is gone. Correct? Now, mother gets depressed. Then what happened to the child? Child is in the street. Right? The child gets depressed. Then the whole future of the child is gone. Okay? What is the right response for the mother or the child? It has happened as a part of the nature, karma, prarabdha karma, whatever karma. Accept it. Let me go move on and do what is required next. How to take care of my child, how to like earning. Is there any other option for us, for that person? Is it not acceptance? Is it not surrender? Other than surrender, any other option is there? I mean, getting upset, getting depressed, and child will suffer. Is that a solution? Acceptance, accept calmly. Means external situation happened, mentally not react, accept it. Is surrender clear in this case? Is there any other choice? What next action to be done? Is surrender clear to you? So now we'll come to another situation where we are interacting with some persons. Relationship, human relationships. Human relationships, there's some hurt sometimes argument, sometimes anger, sometimes many situations will come. Human relationships. Right? So now, a person who known to me, known to you, who is a friend or a close relative, starts talking to you some wrong words, nonsense. Let's say, I'm saying. Then what should be your response to that? How can you talk to me like this? Possible. Or shout back, or fight back, right? Or withdraw. Fight or flight. Fight or flight is response for us in any situation like. How should you take it? Somebody shouting at you. How should you take? It should affect your mind. It should cause agitation in your mind. If it causes agitation in mind, the external situation has disturbed you internally. Then you will get into depression or you'll get into agitation. You'll get into emotional turbulence. External situation has affected you. Yes or no? Should we allow that external situation to disturb you? Then what should be your response? Response is, first thing you have to understand, that when a person shouts at you or abuses at you or anybody, it has nothing to do with you. It is showing the internal disturbed state of that person. When you speak something, it speaks about your inner state rather than about me. I mean, related, some meaningful argument, meaningful conclusion, yes. But something meaningful, somebody is unnecessarily getting agitated. Then it shows that the person is disturbed internally and is shouting. So what you should feel on the person? Feel pity on that person. Compassion. Instead of what happened, you start getting agitated internally. So if you are getting agitated internally, it is not about that person. It's about disturbance within you which is coming out. If you don't have disturbance inside you, how will you get agitated? That's what I'm saying. External situations, you don't have a control. Correct? What happens in the street, you don't have control. But what happens in your house, don't you have control? Can't you clean the house? External situations has disturbed you. So why it disturbed you? That person is shouting at me. Right? So now the question is, that person is shouting at you because he is disturbed internally. Now that internal disturbance of that person, should it go inside you? You also should disturb. Just accept it. Accepting means, yes, this person is disturbed. I don't have to get disturbed internally. I can have a calm response. Is it not a sane or simple practical approach to life? Is it not called surrender? Surrender means not you are not going and falling at the feet of the person. You are not accepting what he shouted as okay. Surrender means accept the situation. Accept not what he has said. Accept, understand that the person is disturbed. Mentally disturbed, the person is accepted. Because he is disturbed, he doesn't have control on himself. He is shouting. Accept the situation is like that. Then whatever action you have to do, you can do. You can talk to him, you can calm down, you can run away, whatever you want to do. But don't get disturbed internally. Though no mental reaction, that's called surrender. Surrender doesn't mean not external action. External action, maybe you can go and hit him also, possibly. But external action should be appropriate for the situation. Don't overdo it. If you're not mentally disturbed, you do right action. It can be fight or flight, whatever is that. Accept. So the moment you accept it, the mind calms down. Don't react. Then do whatever appropriate action now. That's called surrender. Surrender doesn't mean falling at the feet of the person. Doesn't mean that you become a doormat. Right action comes with a calm mind. Accept the situation. That's called surrender. So the person is shouting at you. How is it different from a dog barking? When a dog barks at you, it's his nature. Something inside it might bark. So do you bark at dog? Accept it. Instead of that, what's happening? When somebody shouts at you, we get internally disturbed. We start shouting. So there's a cycle, vicious cycle. Surrender is a simple way. Accept the situation. Accept the person is disturbed. Then calmly decide what next action I can take. It's not about inaction. Surrender is never been inaction. Is there any other way of responding to a situation? Then next situation comes, another situation. Is this clear? This situation is clear to you? So in any situation, let us say there's two people are in love and one person breaks up. So then what happened? The other person gets heartbroken. They have heard the word called heartbroken, right? Huh? Heartbroken. Why somebody breaks up externally? Why yours heart should break? I'm saying the person is connected to the girl, right? The girl is finding some other boy. So this guy gets heartbroken. Should external condition break your heart internally? Huh? I mean, no, okay, if you want to be damaged in your internally, there's no problem. I have no problems. You want to kill yourself, I don't have problems. But you want to go into depression, I have no problems. But what is same response? Go, Baba, go. Wherever you want to go, go. Be happy. I will be happy also. So this is called surrender. This is called acceptance. Is it difficult to understand? Huh? It's difficult. No, I'm saying any other response will damage, you know. No, Laila Madhuri is a spiritual story. That's the thing. Okay. So any other response is possible. Any other response will cause damage to you, know. Right? So this is our situation. I told you in the beginning, a person carrying luggage on the head. And that somebody asks, why you are carrying luggage? I want luggage to come to the next station with me. Don't have to keep the luggage. Our entire life, our body-mind complex, our functioning of the eyes, the universe, everything is done with the infinite intelligence. With a tiny little mind, we are trying to dictate to the universe, do this, this. It's like an ant dictating an elephant. Do your best. And whatever universe gives back to you, accept it. Understanding that the universe is infinite intelligence. The problem is not what the universe gives to you. The problem is you have a raga and dvesha for what it gives to you. I like something, I don't like something. But you have to understand, universe is not here to make you comfortable. Universe is here to make you uncomfortable. Universe is not there to make your life smooth and comfortable. Universe, everything is changing. continuously changing. It's continuously changing. That's why you cannot hold on to anything. You are hurt, you're getting hurt because you are trying to hold on to something. Nothing in the universe is permanent. Everything is changing. What will happen when you changing part, when you hold on to some changing part? Just try putting your finger when fan is rotating, put your finger there. What will happen to your finger? Fan is rotating. Some changing part, don't mess around with that. So when you accept universe is changing, everything in the universe is changing, how can you expect permanence in relationship? How can you expect anything impermanent? So how can you accept this has to be permanently like this? This person has to behave like this permanently. This situation has to be like this permanently. Is it possible? So it's going against the law of nature. And universe is like everything in the universe is changing now. The change is nature, law of nature. So our problem is change is not the problem. We don't accept the change. We don't want the change to happen. How is it possible? It's like saying, I want to go out today. Today rain should not be there. Is it possible? Nature is changing. So you want to dictate to a changing nature, nature should not change? And you are getting hurt not because of the change. You are getting hurt because you don't accept the change. If you accept change is the law of nature, then where is the hurt? If you accept change is the law of nature, that's not surrender. Is it not? In all the situations described, other than surrender or accepting, is there any other way? I will tell another situation. I have not done anything to anybody, but some bad thing is happening to me. And you say, oh, why this bad thing is happening to me? It's only happening to me. In whole of my life, people are causing problem for me. That sounds good.
Yes.
So now, when I say I am getting affected by everything in the world, I play a game of victim. I'm a victim of circumstance. The Vedanta teaching is you're not victim of circumstance. You have purushartha, action possible. And whatever happens in your life is a karmic impression coming back to you. Your karma is coming to you in the form of prarabdha karma. It can be gain, it can be success, it can be failure. Is prarabdha karma coming? Universe is delivering it. Okay, when universe delivers something to you, it is neutral from the universe point of view. Universe point of view is neutral, it's a package. But you accept it as, oh, I like this, or I don't like this, I'm hurt. Who has a problem? You react. Raga, dvesha comes inside you. Isn't it? When courier guy brings a package to you, it's a neutral. But I like the package is raga. I don't like the package is dvesha. Raga, dvesha creates disturbance you, not the package. How you accept the situation creates the disturbance. Just accept it. Packages come neutral. What has to be done in the package? If I don't like it, throw it in the dustbin. I like it, use it. Why raga dvesha has come? Raga dvesha disturbs you. Accept the package as it is. Then what next to be done? Do. That acceptance is surrender. From the universe, package comes to us. Delivery keeps coming to us. Some good things, some success, some failure, some good, some bad. Every moment it happens. Every moment our karma is getting delivered to us. And universe being infinite intelligence, exactly what is required for me at a given point of time will come. What I need for my evolution will come. Not what I want. So then, if you accept it as it is, you'll be peaceful internally and you'll be grateful to the universe because you have infinite intelligence, you have respect now. I mean, can ant dictate an elephant? I respect what I spent. What is the lesson for me? I learn. That should be attitude. That's called surrender. So every situation in your universe is a learning opportunity for you. It's not success and failure, gain and loss. Something happens, the situation by themselves are neutral. What can I learn? If I make a loss in the business, what I can learn? If I succeed in the business, what I can learn? If you convert life as learning opportunity, there's no concept of failure. There's no concept of positive, negative. There's the, in case of relationship also, what do I learn from this relationship? What can I do? What I can implement by this thing? Is that not called surrender? Is that not called acceptance? Am I clear? Surrender means understanding an infinite intelligence is working in the universe, taking care of everything, including my body, mind complex. Every cell of my body is being taken care of by the intelligence. Trust that intelligence. Accept that what intelligence is giving. Don't keep on judging. Be grateful to what comes to you. Learn what is possible. Is it not called surrender? Is it not called acceptance? So now, I don't like this. That means what you have, what karmic package has come to you, you are not able. That means you are not owning up what you have done. Then what will happen? You feel a victim game. I am a victim of this circumstance. Victim game weakens you. Except I am responsible for what happens in life. What best I can do? Don't play a victim card anytime. Say, yes, this is what this is something karma, bad karma I have done. Or something karma I have done, it's come. Let me learn from it. Let me change let me improve my life. If you make your life as learning, then there's no problem. Trust that infinite intelligence. Whatever happens in your life, just accept it. Then see what best action can do. Acceptance leads to action. Rejection, raga, dvesha leads to reaction. From acceptance to action.
So what I add, how do I know whether it's
no, that is
thing or my
no, I'm saying what action I can do.
Yeah,
is
there will be several options.
At a given point of time, several options are possible. Correct? Action is acceptance is clear. So after acceptance, I have to take action. Correct? No? So after acceptance, I have to take action. Correct? So now action, any action at a given point of time will involve me and somebody else. Right? The action will involve a set of affected parties. Correct? So now, a law of dharma we have to apply. Law of dharma is what is good for me and good for all is the first priority of action. Action should be holistic, good for me, good for all, called dharma. Now, sometimes it becomes difficult. Good for me, good for all. Good for all is possible, good for me is not possible. Then good for all overtakes good for me. That's what many of our freedom fighters did. They sacrificed their life for the country. It's not good for me, individual, but it's for a good for a larger cause. No, I'm saying law of dharma. By doing that, he has followed the law of dharma. And because he has followed the law, what we say is he gets a future good life, whatever is that, as per the scriptures. Okay. So now, any situation good for me, good for all is first priority. Good for all, but not good for me is next priority. But good for me, not good for all, adharma, should be avoided. So the action is clear. Any confusion is there in the action? Surrender, accept. Surrender means not surrender to individual. Surrender doesn't mean not surrender to a situation. Surrender means not falling at feet and becoming a doormat. Surrender means accepting the infinite intelligence of the universe, the law of karma, law of dharma, then not getting raga, dvesha affecting my mind, with a calm mind, taking care of the right action, which is dharmic. This is the meaning of surrender. Other than surrender, any other option possible?
Not good for me, good for all. It's kind of falling at that pit of-
No,
in
no,
a way, in a different.
no, I'm saying,
Somebody shouted at
see,
me, I
I'm
can't-
saying,
I have to be
I'm not, see, I'm not saying, see, the good for me, good for all is also a deeper understanding, is that
Not good for, but good.
I'm saying, don't take good for me, good for all at a very superficial level. As you evolve, good for me, good for all will have deeper and deeper meanings. It all depends on your evolution level. Okay? Understand? Depending on what is your evolution level, your understanding good for me, good for all will change. But you cannot force your evolution to the extent possible. Try to good for me, good for all, try to do. I'm not saying don't become a doormat or something. Try to do your best in a given situation. So surrender is trusting the infinite intelligence. Now, is surrender difficult? I don't see other than surrender, there's no other way. Is there a way? So the word surrender triggers in your mind, surrender to a person or surrender to a situation. Surrender has nothing to do with a person or situation. Surrender is surrender into infinite intelligence, Ishvara. Accepting what infinite intelligence is doing, not reacting, and taking proper action based on dharma. The moment you surrender, moment you accept, there's no agitation inside. There's the only step. Right? So now, let us take surrender. Another way of situation, surrender. When you go to a doctor, he says, I have to do surgery. Okay. So surgery, you have to do anesthesia and cut open your stomach and do something. You have no choice. You are helpless. So what do you do? Doctor, please do. Cut open surgery. No. I don't know what you do. I want a video camera surveillance, what you're doing. Or you tell me what you are doing. We don't do that. We trust the intelligence of the surgeon. And subject ourselves to surgery. We go to a barber shop. He brings with a big knife. So he can cut your throat also. Okay, but he'll do your head. He'll shave. You surrender to intelligence of the barber. You sit in a flight. Okay, the flight takes off, goes into the sky and lands. You trust in the intelligence of the pilot. Okay, with lot chota guys, doctor, pilot, and barber, you trust. Why can't you trust the infinite intelligence of the universe? And surrender your head, ego, which is constantly resisting what is happening in the given moment. The surrender means being in the present moment. A reaction always comes from the past. The word reaction you have seen. What is the meaning of reaction? Reaction means you are repeating what the action is earlier. You don't even think what is the action required. You are constantly taking from memory and putting it. So the event is happening in the present moment now, but your response is based on the past. Recorded. Is it appropriate? Is it right? The response has to be spontaneous, right for the moment. You should be in the present moment, not reacting from the past. If you have to be in the present moment, you have to surrender. You have to accept. Recording is useful for action. See, you have to understand the difference between action and reaction. Reaction is mechanical, unconscious, programmed. Action is, should I do it or not? You have a choice. So action and reaction, I'll give you a difference. Okay. To go near a donkey, it'll kick you. Is it action or reaction? It's a programmed behavior. Correct? There's no choice for the donkey now. But somebody shouts at you. You shout back is a reaction. You see what is best thing to be done consciously based on past record, memory, what can be done. Conscious decision is called action. You have a choice in action. You don't have a choice in reaction. In reaction, you are a machine, programmed machine. In action, you are conscious and actions are conscious. Is the difference clear? Don't react, act. To act, you should be in the present moment. To be in the present moment, you should learn how to surrender, accept. Other than surrender, is there any way of life? Surrender is not a choice. See, the word surrender has a connotation. We think that surrender means surrendering to a person, surrendering to a situation, becoming doormat, all those things. It's not. Surrender means surrendering to infinite intelligence of the universe. You don't have to trust universe more than you trust your barber. You don't have to trust universe more than you trust the pilot of an aircraft where you are getting in. You are got to pilot, oh, this pilot has license or not? Is it doing well or not? Okay, will it, we know where, how to land the flight, how to put the gear. Will you worry? The flight will land. The flight in your life will take off and land properly when you trust the infinite intelligence. Do you have that much trust in the infinite intelligence? Or you trust your more intelligence more than infinite intelligence? You know exactly what you want in life. And you are like an ant dictating to an elephant. That's why Sri Krishna said, repeat, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Braja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Mashuchaha. This is the ultimate teaching of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna has given a lot of teachings to Arjuna. He told give one ultimate thing. Sarva dharman paritijya mamekam sharanam braja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami mashucha. Drop all dharmas. Okay, drop all dharmas in the context of the shloka. All actions flowing from a dharma. Each role has dharma. As a husband I have dharma, as wife I have dharma, as a king I have dharma. Okay. Dharma means in that portion I have to do some action. Now, so far Krishna is telling Arjuna, you follow Kshatriya Dharma. Now he says, Sarva Dharma, you do Kshatriya Dharma, you drop. He doesn't say that. You be a Kshatriya. You follow Kshatriya Dharma. Sarva Dharman Paritijya means Sarva Karman Paritijya. Means drop all actions. Now what Krishna is saying, oh, don't fight the war? No, he's saying fight the war. Drop all actions means drop the doership of actions. You are not the doer. Understand you are not the doer. You are an instrument of the divine and function. Then I will free you from all papa sins. Means your karmas are gone. The ultimate teaching of Bhagavad Gita is drop the doership. Drop the concept of doership. Who does through anything through you? Your whole body mind complex is functioning through God. You have illusion that I am doing something. Huh? Your tongue. Can you know how to speak? Can you know how your brain works? How your eyes function? How your ears function? How your nose functions? How your breath is functioning? How your heart is functioning? How you can move your hand? How blood flows? Everything is happening by divine functioning, infinite intelligence. Then you still say, I am doing it. What kind of illusion you have? I am doing spiritual sadhana. When I have not got enlightenment. What idiot you are. You are not doing spiritual sadhana. God or Ishvara is functioning through you. Whenever that enlightenment has to happen, will happen. What is required for you will come because it's Ishvara who is functioning through you, not you. You are claiming the ownership. You are claiming the doership. And you want to expect something. That guy who is doing that is called ego, which is false. So ultimate surrender means drop that sense of doership. Ego also don't try to think too much about ego. I'm not the body, I'm not the mind. Don't think about it. Understand I'm not doer. And your life will be peaceful. You'll be blissful. I'll do my best in a given situation. I'll do service. Atmanu mokshatam jagadaya work. Whatever has to happen through body and complex will happen. Okay. Whatever experience has to come in my life will come. Is this not called surrender? Is there any other way? Surrender is the only thing possible. It's not an easy way also. Anything else is complex. Any doubts? Anybody on Zoom has a question? Is the meaning of surrender clear to all? Anybody has a question, please? Unmuted. Mayuri, yes, you're smiling. No, you're unmute. Just unmute.
Sorry.
Yes, Mayuri.
Yeah, it was a very nice session, because most of my problem was actually this same thing, not surrender, whatever you have told. But sometimes the learning of the lesson, when we're reflecting back, Guruji, there is an understanding that, oh, this action is the reason why this has happened. There has to be a learning. But sometimes there's a confusion, like, actually, this was the way it was. This is how it is supposed to be. But this action has led to this consequence. So we have to...
Simple. Don't keep on analyzing. Just surrender to God. Infinitely is. Please guide me. The clarity will emerge. You are thinking too much and doing too much. In fact, do you think, Mayuri?
I don't.
Do you think or not?
I think.
So, very great. Let us give a clap to Mayuri. She thinks. So, you know how brain works? How many cells are in the brain? Huh? You know how to connect two cells in the brain?
No.
Huh? You know how to create a thought in the brain?
No.
Then do you think?
No.
God thinks through you. So just surrender to God. The infinite intelligence, right solution will come. Don't keep on analyzing and worrying about past or future. Do your best in a given situation. Okay. So, do you do anything in life? Huh?
No.
Lift your hand. Who lifted your hand?
The Shakti, the divine energy actually made it happen.
If that has showcase, then why are we struggling in life? Why are we carrying suitcase on head and sitting in the train? Just trust the train will take, keep the suitcase and relax. Huh? Is it really complicated?
No, actually it is. Actually, it's very peaceful. Even the fact that I was listening, it was so simple, and so much complications I've made out of such a simple understanding. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Then because when we heard of the word surrender, we feel that we have to surrender to a person or surrender to a situation. We have to become a doormat.
No,
it has nothing to do with that. It is surrender to infinite intelligence of the universe.
Yeah. It is knowing that there is something working through you, and you're absolutely nothing. And you've made such a big. I have made such a big issue of myself.
So we'll start laughing when you understand real meaning of life.
Okay.
Right. So yes, who is the Jaya Lakshmi Sharma? What is the question?
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om Jayalakshmi.
Actually, I have the same question what ma'am has asked just now. I have faced so many situations that whenever I will become surrendered to any situation, that situation will dominate me, and
here you should not surrender to situation. You should surrender to Ishvara.
Yes.
See, we confuse the surrender with the situation or a person.
Yes, Guruji.
It is not surrender to situation or person, surrender to Ishvara, universal intelligence.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes, Guruji. I came to know now, just now. Yeah. Thank you.
Surrender means being in the present moment, not going to the past or future. Surrender means accepting the situation because it's a gift from the universe, Ishvara.
Yeah.
Ishvara gives in writing. He doesn't give me what I want. He gives me what he need. Sometimes we need a kick in life, no?
Guruji.
I like that.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much.
Okay, Vasuki, you are smiling. Any questions?
ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆ. ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಫ್ ವಿ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್.
Past you doing unconsciously called reaction. Consciously you do its action.
ಹೌದು ಗುರುಜಿ.
Clear?
ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್.
Surrender is clear? Yes. Anybody else has a question? Anybody sitting here? Any questions? What's going on? See, please understand the meaning of surrender. You have to understand more clearly. There is a flow of water, and you have fallen into water. If you keep on fighting against, you're trying to swim against the current of water, you'll get tired. If you're able to flow with the water, you'll not get tired. So when I say surrender, it's not for a person or a situation. It is surrender to universal intelligence and surrender to the way nature operates. The nature operates continuously changing. If you keep on resisting the change, you'll be in trouble.
Means to say that, Guruji, we should not react to the situation or any person, whatever the situation comes, we should keep quiet like that.
No. Whatever situation comes, external situation should not affect you internally. Correct? Situations by themselves are neutral. Right? There is no good day or bad day. Good day and bad days in your head. There is business loss and business gain. Business loss is bad for me is in your head. Accept what comes from the universe. Calmly learn from it and then act. That's the meaning of surrender. Is it clear?
Yes, Guruji.
It has nothing to do with the person or situation. It is accepting the infinite intelligence of the universe. Anyway, your body, mind, complex, everything is operated because of the universal intelligence. No. Nothing you are not doing anything. You are not a doer anyway. The function is happening through you. Is it not? Is that clear to you? Who is that? Who asked the question? Is it clear to you?
Yes, Guruji.
Yeah. See, we cannot fight. We cannot keep on fighting against nature. The nature is constant change. Some relationship comes, it grows, it disappears. That's the change of nature of everything. Body changes, mind changes, the person changes, everything in nature. But we don't accept it, we resist it. That causes the hurt for us. Resistance causes the hurt. Because resistance is against nature. Clinging to situation causes the hurt. What was your question? You move on. Change on the change, you move on. Don't cling.
Should we be quiet?
Who should? No. The quiet doesn't, see, surrender doesn't mean being in quiet, my dear. Surrender means external situation should not affect you internally. That's the first part of surrender. Then you are in the present moment. When you are in the present moment, you can take right action. Right? Is it clear? It's not about accepting somebody bullies you. It is not becoming a victim of the bully. Not getting affected by the bully mentally. Then taking right action. Maybe hitting him. Maybe fighting. Maybe running away. But right action without getting disturbed internally. That's called surrender. Is it clear? Surrender means going with the flow of the nature. Surrender means flow with the dharma. Surrender means non-doership. Surrender means accepting our karma, karmic reactions, karmic impulses, whatever happens comes to our life. So anything which in our life, given situation, the family, the children, the relatives, or a society where we are is all because of our prarabdha karma. They are here to give something to us or take something back from us because of karmic impressions. So, being so, the nature, existence has provided the opportunity. Learn from that situation. Do best. Live a life of dharma and be peaceful. That's the meaning of surrender. The moment you surrender, there's peace in your life. Anybody has a doubt? Huh? Okay, shall we close the discussion? Mayuri? Kanti, any questions?
Yes, sir. No.
Okay.
No questions, Guruji.
Clear agita?